Quantum particles by Quantum. I need to tell you guys something. I need to show you how pretty this asset is and how stimulating these particles really are. Yes, there's GPU particle cloud, and I've already covered that asset, and we'll get to that in just a second, but the snow system that's a part of this asset that Passweird and I will present to you later in this video made me feel nostalgic for something in my life that does not exist. That is how wonderful this asset is. This Quantum gentleman, he's really outdone himself here. What I absolutely adore about these particles is that the flow is so gentle, and their incredibly easy to use toggle system makes it fun to learn as you're waving your hands around. The red particles behave as a flame would on your fingertip, and the snow particles are just drop dead gorgeous beyond belief, allowing anyone to feel the comfort of winter on their avatar. There's also two variations that you can play with as well. The sparkles allow you to see the particles shift in color and move about like seeing atoms at a microscopic level. The lines allow you to paint a canvas in the open as if you were scratching the air, or if you see a bunch of dog hairs flying around, as some would mention. I've covered another particle system before, GPU particles, but this is just, I'm sorry, I don't usually do this. Cut the music. This is updated. This feels fresh. It's simple to use, and it's just so much more prettier. Okay, GPU particle cloud is nice. Like, don't get me wrong, but this is amazing. This is free, and it's free as well. That's amazing. Yeah, you heard me right. It's free. It's free through a Discord server link, and then once you have it, you can just leave the Discord server if you so desire. Like, no harm done.
So with me right now is Passweird, and she's going to show you how to put quantum particles on your avatar. Passweird, if you will.
Hi! So this is how the setup is going to go. First, you install into your Unity project. Very simple, just import the package. Second step, you're going to find the quantum particle folder. Go down to the particle settings, go to prefab, and this has a VRC Fury prefab. That means that it's pretty much plug and play. You don't have to touch it as long as you use it. That's what I personally did. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to navigate to the VRC Fury folder, and you're going to see a bunch of different prefab assets. It's going to be like a list of like 7, 8 of them. You're going to find the QP preset base. This is what you're going to drag onto your avatar's hierarchy. Dropping it down below, you're going to open that up and you're going to see another folder inside called Quantum Particles. So this is where you would choose what individual particle set you'll be installing on your avatar. So for me, I chose Snow and Fire. This is then dragged into below, making it a child of the quantum particles. And I let VRC Fury handle the rest. This came with a very competent tutorial on how to do things. It was easy to follow, and I highly recommend following it. I also do Rainbow, which is kind of like a RGB spectrum of white. This is Sparkle. It kind of like just appears a little hazy. It lights up on my fingertips when I raise my hand through the particle system. So it makes me feel like I'm casting a spell. Very animated. I could describe it as something. It makes me feel like I'm just quickly making something up and releasing it. A little bit different from GPU particles. This one feels like it has a little bit more light when interacting with it. It's like my hand's pushing it, but it's not like being controlled by it. This comes with other assets besides the ones shown here. If you're willing to try it out, I would recommend going to see the original creator of this. You can join their Discord and just grab the asset. It's totally free. There is no strings attached to it, except for the string asset it comes with. Feels like I'm skywriting. This one comes with 2 different things, so I can do right fire and I can do left fire. So both hands are acceptable for this. Very interesting. That's not all it can do. So besides like just floating in space, I can have it appear in a shape. This is custom by default. As you can see, it's there. If I hold my hand still, you can see the design. It makes you feel like you're a Marvel superhero. This one can change the size, so this is currently at 50%. So I can change it to be a lot smaller, so it's a lot finer in details, versus being clumped up. Or I can make it massive. And it's just this big ball of energy.
So this is the snow particles that are a part of Quantum's little system here. And as you can see, Passweird is just... Look at her. She's like commanding the snowflakes.
That's not all I can do. I can actually have it freeze in time or speed up. So it's perfectly still. so every person can see each and every unique snowflake.
Wow.
It's very interesting. I honestly love this so much. So you can have a small snowfall and have it like populate in your hand. It will kind of like always follow or kind of like push away from your hand. It's very calming to look at it.
So apparently, we caught this at the last minute, but this one stays like a pet dog. This one stays. Like, look, password's over there. Password, move away again. Look at that. So, yeah, guys, quantum particles, some of the prettiest particles that you've ever seen in VRChat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.